Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. Did I forget to tell you I don't like prequels?
Nah, you keep messing it all the time.
Well, I'm gonna say it again. I don't like prequels, and I was not. You know what? I didn't know. I knew this was a prequel. I was gonna give it the benefit of the doubt, but I'm gonna say it again. I don't like prequels.
I don't mind prequels as long as you got a good storyline, as long as you write it out really good. Otherwise, no, I don't care for it.
So I know you're a big, huge Transformers fan, especially of the movies. I'm gonna go over these budgets. I'm gonna go over these budgets real quick. Um, Transformers, 151 million. Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, 210 million. Transformers: Dark of the Moon, 195 million. Transformers: Age of Extinction, 210 million. Transformers: The Last Night, 217. The Bumblebee movie was 102, and this movie was 195 million. Now, I thought this movie would have been would have cost the most to make because I felt like it did have a lot of different action sequences in it compared to all the other movies. But if I was to rank these movies, because I've seen all of them, I'll probably rank this
Mm-hmm.
one third to last. It'd be third to last. It would
What?
go, yeah. I would go ahead and rank I would rank Bumblebee, the last movie, and then I would put The Last Night would be second to last, and then it would be this movie.
Wow, you put this movie third to last. Yo, this movie was good. Yo, what you talking about, man?
I hear you, but I just we'll get to it after we get into the synopsis of this movie. But um, I just wasn't feeling it. Like, just was not feeling it. It's the prequel aspect of it. I just don't like. Just like let's progress. Let's progress. And you know why I'm mad about it. It's Megatron. Like, the
Oh yeah,
movie did not have Megatron. Like, it would have been
nowhere
tolerable if
to be
Megatron
found.
was in it. Yes, it needed Megatron. Like, I like Scourge in the movie, but it's just Megatron. But let's get into the
All
synopsis
right.
of this movie, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna add another race of the Cybertronians. Is that how we pronounce that? The beasts. So
The Optimals.
the Optimals. Jesus. They call them the Maximals. The
It's
Maximals.
Maximals.
Yeah, they're the Maximals. Uh
Correction.
yes. So the home world comes under attack by Unicron, and Unicron is looking for a transwarp key for him to be set free from space and time. So the Maximals leader, Ape Link, sacrifices himself to allow his fellow Maximals to escape to the planet Earth as Unicron devours that planet. That's what's the name of this? They don't even leave the name for the name of their home world. But uh
Yeah,
so
it's like another
Optimus
Earth or something. I can't remember.
Yeah. So Optimus Primal, uh, Ape Link passes the torch to Optimus Primal to be the leader of the Maximals, and he gives Optimus Primal the portal, the transwarp key to go to Earth and hide the transwarp key. Right. So we fast forward, and the movie takes place in Brooklyn, New York, where we have a ex-military electronics expert, Noah Diaz, having a hard time finding a job. He His family's living paycheck to paycheck. His brother, he's sick and having a hard time being able to afford health care for his brother. So
Mm-hmm.
he gets he gets manipulated into stealing a car by one of his friends that's sitting in a gallery, if I'm not mistaken. And the car ends up being the Autobot Mirage and Optimus, and the rest of the Autobots see the transwarp key give off like a beacon or something, where only Autobots can see the beacon. So
Invisible to the humans.
yeah, which is invisible to the humans. And the what do they call Unicron's people?
uh, don't remember the top of my head right now. Uh, I don't remember.
Well, Unicron's people. That's what we're gonna run with. Unicron's people. Unicron's people. They see the beacon as well, and they find their way to Earth. Right? Terracons.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they call them. The Terracons. So the Terracons, they come to Earth after Elena, who works in a ancient ancient archaeological. I hope I've said that correctly. Archaeological. That's the word. Archaeological gallery. After she sets off the beacon, the Autobots, Optimus Prime, and Mirage, they orchestrate a plan um for Noah to break into the archaeological gallery to steal the transwarp key, right? As he's trying to attempt to steal the transwarp key, that's when he ends up meeting, what is her name? I got it lined up right here. Her name is Elena. By the way, I wasn't feeling Elena in this movie. Anyway, moving on. Um, so in the
Oh,
attempt to
come
steal
on,
the
man. Come
transwarp
on.
key, they get in a conflict with uh boy, where are they at again? They are Scourge. The leader's name is Scourge. Scourge, the leader of the Terracons. They run into Scourge and the rest of the Terracons, and the Autobots get into a brawl with them, and it is definitely obvious that Optimus is no match for Scourge. By the way, before I continue, why in every single movie, why does Optimus get dogged all the time?
Hey, that's the struggle for the main protagonist. You got to have
Bro,
someone who's stronger than the.
I'm just saying though, like he gets dogged too much. I don't like that about Optimus. Like he just gets dogged.
One
Like
thing,
they hold him in such high regard, and it's just like come on, Op.
Optimus is G. Don't get me wrong, but like I think he holds back too much though. Like I guess it's one of those things that the morale they have. Like I don't kill unless I have to kill. But you ain't lying though. Optimus did get dogged.
So yeah,
Him and his crew got dogged. Like
I was
there was
like,
like no ounce of like we can win this at all. They just got dogged,
and I
and it
feel
was
like, go ahead, my bad.
no you because they walked in there. I ain't gonna lie, Scourge and his people went in there. They went hard, dog. They were like, we gonna take that shit, and you gonna give it to us. Oh really? Optimus came in there like you ain't taking shit. Bring it. This who got they got dog and they Bumblebee and Optimus fought Surge 2 against 1 and still got dog.
And Bumblebee, which leads into my next thing. Bumblebee ends up getting dogged by Scourge, killing him actually. And Scourge and Terracons end up stealing the transwarp key from the Autobots. So one of the Maximals, that would be, as soon as I find it, it has some complex ass names, yo. Jesus.
Oh yeah, that's the thing about this franchise.
That would be Arcree. That's her name. Cree. That's what her name is. She shows up to save the day because she's able to like breathe like fire out of her mouth or something. It's weird.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah. You talk about the what's her name? Yeah, the
Her name is
oh my, Er-
Erizor. Ari. Man, you
Resort.
the Transformers guy. I thought you would know this by heart.
It's hard to keep up with all these names, dude. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like these names are like ridiculous. Yeah. What?
Yes.
Yeah.
So a razor. That's her name is a
Eraser.
razor. Okay, a razor.
Eraser.
She interrupts the fight, and then that's when Scourge and the Terracons escape with the transwarp key. Now Elena, no, excuse me, a razor says that there's two halves to the key for the transwarp. Scourge only has one half. They just need to find the other half. And Elena, she figures it out that the other half of the key is in Peru. So they travel to Peru and they find another archaeological site where the key is not there and end up running into Optimus Primal in in an attempt to flee away from the Terracons. And Optimus Primal leads them to the other part of the transwarp key, which it was entrusted by humans, which, by the way, Optimus Prime in this movie, he has like a I don't give a fuck attitude as far as like towards humans at this point. So you kind of see like where the character development came in from the time that he came from Earth into the time that we actually ran into him in like the first actual Transformers movie when he meets Sam Witwicky, how much he cares about humans, which is kind of weird. Like Optimus gets dogged in this movie so much, and he don't even care about humans. So anyway, am I
Hey
lying
yo.
though?
No, you ain't lying. Hey yo, just hey, shout out to Peru, yo. Peruvians are cool as shit, yo. They went to Cusco, Peru, Machu Picchu. Oh yeah, I just love how they intertwine Peru into to this franchise. That that's just cool. I love the culture, love the people, love the food, love the way y'all speak the accent, yo. Can't wait to go there one day.
Yes. So Scourge and the Terracons end up ambushing the Autobots, and in this attempt to steal the other half of the transwarp key, he ends up corrupting a Razor and with Unicron's dark energy and turning her against the Autobots and the excuse me, the Maximals.
Maximals.
Dang, yeah. So Optimus Primal is forced to put a Razor down, ends up killing her, and they have a conversation because of the fact that the transwarp key is the key to releasing Unicron and also lead to the destruction of Earth, which in this movie, Noah and let's go say Megatron, Optimus Prime, their biggest conflict with each other is that they had the same goal, but for two different worlds, which they came to an agreement towards the end, like we can find a way to coexist and where you can get you back to your planet Optimus, which is Cybertron, and we'll still be able to save Earth due to the tutelage of Optimus Primal, how he was able to entrust in humans for him to be able to keep the transwarp key hidden, right? So the Autobots and the Maximals, they join forces against the Terracons, while Scourge is trying to resurrect Unicron from dark space. Right
Correct.
now, we in the process of Scourge activating the getting Unicron out of dark space, like a slew of Terracons just come out of the portal, and the Autobots and the Maximals, they get into this big war versus the Terracons. And while they came up with the idea of Noah and Elena sneaking in somehow to deactivate the transwarp to prevent Unicron from coming. Now, I want to stop right here for a second. Uh, like, I don't understand this plan, right? Like, wouldn't like, how do I want to put this? Like, you send Mirage as a distraction. Mirage, let's think about this for a second. Mirage to fight against Scourge as a distraction. Wouldn't it be smarter to send one of the primes
or both of them?
or both of them? But you send Mirage, who's like fifth or sixth on the depth chart.
He's like the low-ranking man on the totem pole, but okay.
The low-ranking man on the totem pole. They send Mirage to distract Scourge. I would take that as disrespect if I was Scourge.
I would, because it's a death wish, but it's like sending Krillin from Dragon Ball Z to fight, like, I don't know, Majin Buu, to hold him down for a minute while Goku's doing the spirit bomb. You know he's getting dogged.
Yes, exactly.
Yo.
Like, that was no. I was not with that. So anyway, getting back to it, in Mirage's sad attempt to cause a distraction to Scourge finds out about Elena and Noah trying to sabotage the transwarp to prevent Unicron from escaping. And here comes Optimus Prime, which, by the way, where did Optimus Prime get all this strength from to be able to go toe to toe with Scourge in this movie?
I don't know, but I believe it's hope. Unless he was, like I said, unless he was holding back, it was like, dog, you ain't dogging me. I'm Optimus Prime in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I felt. Because he came in there hard. He was like, dog, you did not just whoop my ass and think you just gonna get away with that shit. That's how I took it. I was like, oh shit, whose mess is this? Yo, Optimus Prime went in there hard, dog. He was, I'm gonna kill you, Scourge, with my bare hands.
Oh yeah, because he was mad about Bumblebee. So he was basically just going off of just vengeance in this. Yeah, he was going off of vengeance for Bumblebee. So when they opened up the portal for Unicron, it set off like an energy from like Cybertron or something, and it was able to restore Bumblebee back, which was kind of weird. And then Bumblebee comes in as a hero, and he's literally just dogging everybody, right? So I'm like, yo, where was all this energy? Like, at the beginning of in the first fight, like, Bumblebee was literally like, the Autobots were just outclassed by the Terracons. Like, nobody was winning that battle 1-on-1. Now all of a sudden, Bumblebee come back and like he just dogging everybody. So
you got a Zenkai boost.
I guess something must have came out of that portal that, like, that just gave him a Celsius or something. But
dude, I ain't gonna lie, that whole scene when they brought Bumblebee back was kind of like, I felt like that was a little too cheesy though. I'm not saying they keep him dead. It was predictable, is what I'm saying. Like, wait, what? They brought him back? Like, what the hell?
It had a Power Ranger power up vibe to it.
No bullshit. It really just did.
They came, like, when I used to watch that growing up, they used to come up with some of the crazy names for like a Megazord. Ultra Dragon Lizard Megazord or whatever, and then they would come out with something else with more guns on it. Like, that's what it seemed like to me. Like, oh my god, it's Bumblebee.
Yo, but he did have a cool ass entrance though when he came out through the plane and stuff. He came in there flying like wrecking though.
Yeah, he definitely did. He definitely did. So at this point, it's like Optimus Prime, and Bumblebee, and Noah all against Scourge, which I'm like, this kind of made this final battle a little bit underwhelming because like I wanted to see either Scourge versus Optimus Prime or Scourge versus Optimus Primal, but it ended up being a collective effort
Yeah,
taking out
I,
Scourge.
I was a little disappointed with that. I wanted Primal. I want both Primals to have fought Scourge because they called it. They said, "Yeah, we gonna both wreck you. We both want a piece of you." I ain't gonna lie to
Mm-hmm.
you. I didn't want to see both Primals fight each other. I was waiting for that. That didn't
Oh, you
happen.
wanted them both to fight?
Yeah, I would have loved them both to see the fight. Just who was stronger.
So the way this fight ends is like it's a one-on-one thing after like Scourge is like damaged and like vulnerable at this point. So like Optimus just dogs him, right? With the help of Noah, of course. Like he takes some of Mirage's armor, and Noah's just sending out mosquito bite blasts to the Scourge to just like tickle Scourge a little bit while Optimus does the dirty work, right? So
No bullshit. Yo, that whole scene where
where
he, the whole scene where Mirage gave his body up to what's his name Noah.
Noah.
I don't know. That was cringy. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was cringy. Like I'm trying to think of an anime that kind of did something similar like that. Top of my head, all I could think come up with an MCU reference. That was an Iron Man thing. Like I was like, are you serious? Like you could have done that. Like instead of making a distraction for uh Scourge, you could have just given your body to Noah, and Noah could have just fought Scourge the entire time.
Basically.
If you could do that, why couldn't you just do that in the beginning? You know what I'm
Basically.
saying? I didn't even know Autobots could do that.
Right.
That
We didn't do
that
that
kind
with
of threw me
Sam with
off. Kind of like,
Ricky. We ain't do that with nobody else.
yeah.
Like,
Why couldn't you have done that with like Shia LaBeouf? Why couldn't you have done that with Mark Wahlberg? Like, I mean, that would have been pretty cool.
yep. Yeah. That oh, I don't know. I really
That
don't
was that
know.
was that was the only line I had to say. Like, if you could have done that, why couldn't you just done that in the first place? That's my only beef with them. But okay.
So Elena, after hacking into the transwarp key portal, she's able to close the portal, but in the process, Scourge destroys the transwarp key before it's able to completely close. So now we're at the point where it's still open, and Optimus Prime is going to sacrifice himself to close the portal by destroying it himself. And it ends up sending in a vacuum where it's literally just sucking in everything around it, including trying to suck in the Autobots. So we have this beautiful scene where nobody gets left behind. Where Noah puts his arm out to try to save Optimus Prime, and then Optimus Primal comes out, and he's like trying to save Optimus Prime at the same time. Such a beautiful scene, by the way. And
But it was all cap. It was all cap. Yo, I gotta
I'm
call it like
I'm
I see
trying to
it.
figure out why is he getting sucked in, but nobody else is getting sucked in.
We're not gonna talk about the fact that Noah's able to carry Optimus Prime in his hand. Like, I mean, that
I
dude
was
is what,
getting
like
to
a
that, but I'm just like, why is Optimus Prime the only one that's getting sucked into this vacuum? But Primal wasn't getting sucked in. Noah wasn't getting sucked in. Like that was weird.
oh
Like
yeah. The gravity was weird on that. Like it seemed like he just wanted Optimus Prime. I don't know.
yeah, like we just want Optimus. We don't care about Primal or Noah. But yeah, little Noah is puts his hand out to save Optimus, and like he's literally holding his own as far as being able to hold Optimus just enough for Primal to come in and pull him back out before he ended up getting sucked in by the portal, right?
Yep.
So we fast forward to the end of the movie after they beat Scourge and Unicron to a scene where Noah's getting a job, and he sits down with this interviewer, and then he offers him a job to work for the government and offers to do all these to, like help his brother as far as him providing him health care and some more stuff. But on the card, it ended up saying GI Joe on it. So we're going to be having a collaboration with Transformers and GI Joe sometime in the near future. And then there we go. I know that was a lot to digest. There's a lot of different names that we had to work in there, but I did my best there as far as try to keep that accurate as possible.
uh, where do I start? I like the movie. I could go. I can go back and rewatch it. I think it's one of the best. Top three.
Top three.
Top three.
I'm sorry. I like the first one. There's nothing touching that. I loved it so much. I
It's
loved it.
it's the first in the franchise, so you can't take it from it. But I mean, come on, let's be honest. Michael Bay is known for just explosions. The storyline wasn't that great.
I thought it was good.
It was all right.
The cube and like you're introduced to let me say this first. I never was interested in Transformers. When it came on Cartoon Network, I always changed the channel because I just thought it was stupid. Like when Toonami came on, I'm watching Dragon Ball Z, I'm watching Yu Yu Hakusho, I'm watching everything else but that. That wasn't coming on. Gundam, I was cutting that on. So I kind of was like, nope, I'm not watching this movie. Transformers, no. Then I wait for it to come on DVD, and I'm like, yo, this joint is like that. Especially when they like had her modern with the cars and everything. Like, I love me cars. I love
Yeah.
fast cars. So like when I see the cars, you get to hear the engine rolling in the theater and the surround sound in my house. I'm like, yo, this is like that. Then they transform, be flipping in some more stuff. I'm like, this is like that. Yeah, Shia LaBeouf was the downside to it, but yeah, this is like that. So I was like, ever since then, became a Transformers fan.
I'm gonna only tell you, there's only two good things that came out of that movie. Well, three. The voice actors, they nailed that, and Megan Fox, that's a big one, and just the explosions. That's it.
That was
I mean,
that was definitely her
the
coming out
storyline wasn't
party.
that great. And then can we just talk about Megatron? Why does he keep getting dogged? I'm a big Transformer fan. I grew up with it. I grew up with Beast Wars first, and then I got into Transformers later, the '80s, and then I got to watch the movie where Optimus died. A sad movie, but I like how they like it's a time travel movie, a show. I mean, and it's a lot going on in it. That's why I finally like how they actually got a legit storyline into it now, and it's not just about like, oh no, like we got a stronger villain, better than Megatron. Ain't nobody better than Megatron. I keep it 100 with you.
Yes, that's my problem. There was
They
no
just
Megatron. I need Megatron. I like saying Megatron. I wish my name was Megatron. Like wait, like just think about it for a second. Like Megatron. Like just say it with me. Megatron. Like
Megatron.
that
That's just a
joke.
cool ass name, dog. It's just a
Like
cool
that's
ass
just like
name.
the coolest name that you come up with. Like it's crazy because I remember back when I was playing Madden and the announcer used to say Calvin Johnson's name. They call him Megatron. That was his nickname. Like
It
that,
just
like
like it rolls
who?
off the tongue, right? Like, you know what I'm
Like
saying? Like it rolls
like
off.
like that's just like just hearing that. Like he gotta be a bad motherfucker, yo. So when you see, because at the time I ain't know who Megatron was. Like I just knew the name Megatron, but I didn't know who Megatron was when I first saw the movie. So when I see him in the first movie, he's on ice. I'm like, damn, that's Megatron. I'm over here looking at Optimus Prime. He little as shit, and I'm looking at everybody else. They little as shit, and then I'm like, damn, that's Megatron.
Yeah, Megatron is a force to be reckoned with, dog. Like you just don't go up there thinking
Damn.
you will whoop that ass.
Right. So when he got unthawed and then he like hit the jetpack and shot up
Oh
out the
yeah.
daggone thing and like Star Scream. I like the voice actor for Megatron too. Who does the voice actor for Megatron?
Let me see. Yeah, I looked that up.
Yes. When he says Star Scream, yes, master. Like he knew what it was with Megatron. Megatron. So I mean, even during the first movie, when they went to the city and he was like, "Where is the cube?" And then Starsky was like, "In the possession of the humans." And there was another uh what's the name of Megatron's group? The
Decepticons.
Decepticons. Decepticons. There's a jet Decepticon. What's his name?
Oh wow.
Because
Damn.
Starscream is the helicopter, right?
Yeah.
Or is he the jet?
Uh,
So like there was a scene in that movie where that jet Decepticon literally was about to take out some human jets. He went into the jet, then he flipped into his Decepticon form, hopped on the jet, killed the jet, flipped back into a jet, went back on to another jet as his Decepticon form, flipped back over and kept on doing like he was putting in work, yo. Like I don't know what it is about Decepticons, but they're a lot more cooler than Autobots. I don't know why. I don't really fuck with
oh yeah, most
Autobots
definitely,
like
dog.
that.
They cool as shit, and they treacherous as shit too. Like I just love how like they like not all of them, but most of them will backstab the shit out of each other though. Like I'm like,
True,
damn,
but them motherfuckers is bad. It's just like,
they bad
but anyway.
motherfuckers.
But Megatron's signature moment in that movie was when he came to the city and he wanted the cube. He said, "I don't give a fuck. I'm dogging everybody." I forgot who he grabbed, but he was like, dude was like, "You want a piece of me?" Was one of the Autobots. "You want a piece of me?" "No, I want two pieces." Ripped him in half. I was like, damn, I like Megatron. This is the only villain that I like. Like out of all everything that I've watched in my life, I root for Megatron.
Yo, Megatron a bad motherfucker, dog, and he always keeps coming back for more. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't take them L's lightly. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to give him an L. Like most of the time, the Autobots they either like tie up with them or they find a way for both of them to lose. So it's it is what it is. Man, I didn't mind Scourge. I liked him. He was badass though.
Oh yeah,
The fact that he
well,
was
okay. Mm-hmm.
yeah. The fact when he
Scourge
was
was
taking
great.
the symbols from them, when he was taking the symbols from
Mm-hmm.
his kills, that was badass. That was badass.
The opening scene with Scourge, that was a badass scene where he was in the woods and all you saw
Yeah,
was his eyes and he was talking. That was
that,
badass.
that was
I'm not
badass.
gonna hold you, but he ain't Megatron.
True. He ain't Megatron though. But he gave Optimus Prime a run for his money though, because when that scene when he meets him, I was waiting for that scene. I was like, I want to see how Optimus gonna hold his own with this motherfucker. This motherfucker said, "Oh, and what's that? Prime, I already killed one of you." And he went up there and he started wrecking this shit out of Optimus Prime. I'm like, damn, dog, this is the leader of the Autobots, boy. What the fuck, dog? I ain't gonna lie to you, he got put down pretty bad, like as if he was like the first day in training. You know what I'm saying? Like
Who,
no
Optimus?
experience whatsoever. Yeah, Optimus got dogged like he was a
Bro,
rookie.
he dogged him. Like
He
he
dogged the shit out of him.
dogged him. Like he was like, "Move, child." Like he
Yeah,
dogged
he was
him.
like, he was like, get the fuck out of here. You're not even on my level. I was like,
right.
yo,
Like
major
he
disrespect, boy.
legitimately right. I'm like, do
I
you
was
not
like,
know who he is? Like he's Optimus Prime.
and even though this
Like
takes place in 1994, this is a prequel. Like, I mean, I know he hasn't gone through all the struggles yet. I mean, this Optimus Prime we talking about. This motherfucker is in a league of his own. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just disrespect the main character like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, dog, you have a long way to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, Scourge just like didn't even pay him no mind. Like, he was like, dog, the fuck out my way. And dog his team. And had him doubting. Optimus Prime was doubting himself. He's like, dog, I fucked up. I got B killed. I'm not even a good leader. I don't even know why we're here. I brought us here and we're stranded here. We can't get home. God damn. Yo, he was doubting
uh,
himself. He had him doubting himself. I was like,
like
God damn.
Optimus Prime of all characters, he has the confidence to put the team on his back. And like in this movie here, like again, it's a prequel, I know, but still,
He was
like
emo.
that's
He was
just
emo in this movie, y'all. I was like, yo, this is not the Prime that I know. Where
yeah,
is
this is
where is the Prime
this
that
is
I
not the
know?
Prime. This is not the
But I ain't gonna
Prime. This
lie,
is
I did like how they did him justice at the end though. Even though he did get help, he did dog Scourge though.
that don't count.
Let's keep it real. What you
That
mean?
don't count. It don't
Dog,
count.
he went ham on Scourge, dog.
Bruh, he got dogged. He got dogged and he needed help. Optimus Primal.
Hey,
And Noah
yo.
little bee sting blast he was putting on him. Like, come on, man. And I'm trying to think now, like, really, Optimus Prime is badass moment, to be honest with you, out of the whole live action series. Had to have been, well, he died in the process, but in the second movie, you remember where he was trying to save Sam and he took on Starscream and like two other Decepticons along with
Oh
Megatron
yeah.
at the same time? That scene was bad. He was
That
like,
scene was
I
bad.
will take you all on. Had the double sword,
Double
flipping,
sword.
stabbing people. I'm like, okay, Optimus, fuck yeah. Then here come Megatron, stabbed him, then shot him in the back. I'm like, come on, Optimus.
Yo, that's how ruthless Megatron is, though. This man had a moment, was wrecking, and then Megatron come up and there was like, hey, get that shit out of here. Boom. God damn. Oh, shit, dog. So much disrespect right there. Megatron told him, he's like, get your bitch ass out of here, dog. You ain't shit. You ain't even know. He shot him, too. I was like, God damn. Shot him in the back. Nonetheless, no, ruthless, dog. No respect. God damn.
Like Megatron, I don't care. I get it. Megatron is my dog. Like, I like
No
Megatron.
bullshit.
Like,
I wish he was in the movie though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, I would love to have seen them tag team fucking Scourge though. Talking about that, what the fuck was Primal at? Like, I mean, Optimus Primal should have like I was waiting for that. I was waiting for Optimus Primal and Optimus Prime to go in there and wreck together. You know what I'm saying? Like dog this shit out of Scourge. That didn't happen. That's the only thing I had beef with too. Was like, where's the tag team match? These two were talking all this trash. I was waiting for that moment where they both go up there and be like, what's good? Where you at, bro? Let's go. But we didn't get to see that.
You know what was also good about Optimus Primal? Because it was the thing that he was able to transform from the animal to like an Autobot type of body when they was
I was
going
waiting for
into
that.
war.
I
didn't know. I didn't know. I was like, dang, because I was like, this is Optimus Primal. Like, I don't like he's a monkey. I don't like this. Like, where like
I was waiting for him to transform. I was like, dog. They were like Maximals. What do they call it?
Roll out.
God, roll out, but the transformation. I can't remember this out of my head right now. Jesus Christ. When they changed, dog, I was like, yo, finally they fucking changed. Dog. What the fuck? You were in war using regular mode and shit, like you could have changed. But I mean, that was a great moment. I love that. When they changed into their true form. Gangster. Loved it.
Yeah, like he had this team, like they was running, like they was about to go to war, and he said whatever the hell he said. And then he transformed into like an Autobot looking Joan. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. Now I'm like, fuck that monkey form. I don't like that shit. Like, give me that Autobot looking form. Then he went back. Why the fuck he go back? I'm like, bruh, fuck that monkey shit. Let's go.
No, he was dogging in the 8 form though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I hate that form. I don't like that form. That form was whack. I don't like that form.
I think they called the transformation maximize. I think it was called
maximize. That's what it is. Maximize.
Yeah, that's. I'm mad that they kind of waited till the end of the movie for them to do that, and they only had like 5 minutes of transformation time. I'm like, dog, you need to stay.
You mean like
you need to stay transformed.
It was like 2 minutes. It was on screen for like 15 seconds at the beginning. Then it went back. Okay, we'll give Maximal his little moment for about another 30 seconds. And then we're going to go back to somebody else. And then, yeah, it really didn't have that much screen time, which I was kind of disappointed because I liked that form. That was such a better form than that monkey form.
True. Ron Perlman, he a beast, dog. Like I love how they picked the right actors to voice act for these characters. Yo, they just nail them. I'm like, yo, how do you figure this out? Because I like Optimus Prime's voice and Megatron's voice. Oh yeah, can we talk about like? Oh my God, Mirage! I just found out that Pete Davidson voiced him. That joint blew me.
Yeah, yeah.
I did not know that
So,
was him. God damn. This motherfucker's in
oh
everything.
shit. Okay, so my bad. This is random. Hugo Weaving plays Megatron.
Megatron. Yep.
Okay, that's the Matrix man, by the way, Mr.
Yep,
Smith,
I know. Mr. Smith.
Agent Smith.
Yo, I like it. I like him too. Yo, he that was a good choice too. Megatron. You know, I just like that name, dog. It just rolls off the tongue, dog. Megatron. It's just like a name you gotta fear. You know what I'm saying? When you hear that name, you're like, yo, wait, who? Megatron. It was like, oh shit, that's a bad motherfucker right there.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Hey,
Tron.
yo, Pete Davidson. Yo, who would have known? I didn't even know that was him.
Yeah, I like when I was looking. I was looking at the cast. I was like, damn, you gonna like this when we bring this up.
I was like, yo, are you serious? So he might be running the franchise now because I mean, can we talk about how they just killed Bumblebee off? Like, dog, you did a solo movie with him. He was so important in the trilogies, and then you bring Mirage in, which I ain't got no beef with Mirage. I liked him. I like this character. So I guess Mirage might be the new character for the Transformers.
Good.
He might
I
be the
enjoy it.
likable.
Like I'm tired of Bumblebee. That's one, like I told you this. That's one thing I enjoyed about this movie. It did not make Bumblebee the main character because I don't understand. Bumblebee does not talk.
I hate that
Why
shit.
are we making when we were making a movie about a character that doesn't talk?
True. And why can't you just fix him?
That too, like why can't you fix him? Like I get it. He's the Corvette. Like there's somebody in my neighborhood literally has a Transformers emblem on his Corvette. It's yellow.
Of
Like
course.
everybody, like when the first Transformers movie came out, everybody wanted a yellow Corvette.
Everybody did. Everybody's I
Me,
mean,
me, I wanted a dump truck.
he said I wanted a dump truck.
For Megatron.
Oh snap.
But
Hey yo, that's funny.
so out of all the human protagonists in all the movies, who was the best?
Oh, you really want me to pick?
Yep.
I mean, that's the easy one for me, yo. I gotta go with Noah, dog.
I feel like that's biased.
Oh, biased. I gotta rep for my people, yo. Hey, don't get me wrong. Besides that, mm, Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
Wahlberg, sorry. Yeah, I'm not a big Shia LaBeouf fan. I don't really watch his movies like that.
Yep, I'm gonna agree. I like Shia LaBeouf. I mean, excuse me, that came out of my mouth. Mark Wahlberg.
Fuck, horrible. I was about to correct you. I was like, wait, what? Hey, yo, don't go back on your
Oh,
word, dog. Don't go back.
oh no, Mark Wahlberg, sir. Definitely Mark Wahlberg. I'm not no.
Marky
I,
Mark.
like no disrespect to Shia LaBeouf, but I just did not like him in that role. Like it just seemed a little too nerdy for me. Even with him with the Megan Fox thing, like
It was too cringy. Like he was too
yeah,
desperate.
it was definitely cringy. Like I get it, high schooler, dad tried to buy him a new car, try to impress the girl. It just seemed unrealistic for a pretty girl like that to be like, I'm going to leave the jock football player for the nerdy nobody.
With an old ass Corvette, and then
So
with a
maybe
beat up
now that I'm
Corvette.
thinking about it, the Corvette, she was in the engines. So technically, she wasn't into him. She was into the Corvette.
She was more into Bumblebee.
Basically, more into Bumblebee.
Basically, yeah. If it
More
wasn't
into
for
Bumblebee
Bumblebee,
than
Shia
she.
LaBeouf would have never had any talking lines with Megan Fox. I mean, let's just be honest. There was no interaction if there was no Bumblebee. I mean,
Nope.
think about it. No swagger whatsoever.
Nope.
Nope.
Absolutely not. And yeah, I'm inclined to agree.
And
Yeah.
how much was a wingman? Bumblebee was a wingman for my man Shia LaBeouf, dog. He got Megan Fox to sit on his lap. Wow. And mind you, this man had no pants on either. You remember that?
He had a lot of nerdy moments,
He really
and
just did.
I'm just
Like I feel like he
I'm
was too
just
desperate. Like he was too thirsty for Megan Fox. Don't get me wrong. I mean, she bad as shit back then, but I don't know. I just felt like they could have done it a little bit different. Like he should have been like the nerd that was desperate, but didn't show it too much. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like he probably could have
So
speaking lines where like he would have flirted with her and then kept it cool and be like, I don't brush it aside, like get off me. Mm.
so the other girl, I want to see what she was like a model or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Transformers 3.
Yeah, that's Revenge of the
What was her
Fallen.
name? Revenge of the Fallen. Let's see.
No, that's Megan Fox. So it would be Dark Moon. It's Dark Moon. That
Dark
would
Moon.
be Rosie Huntington. They called her Carly with Wiki. They weren't even married yet. Yep.
Oh yeah, Carly.
They had a pretty good cast in this too, by the way. They had Ken Jeong in this movie. They had John Malkovich in this movie.
Oh snap, John Malkovich.
Yeah, he was the company owner. He was like only he only liked yellow on that floor. And then when
Oh
Carly
yeah.
bought him the red Twizzlers, yeah, this is not happening. But
Oh man.
all right. favorite Autobot excluding Optimus Prime.
Oh man, really? Hmm. Damn. So many. I gotta go with Bumblebee, but I like Mirage though, so I'm gonna go with Mirage.
You like Mirage
Yeah,
now?
I ain't
Just
gonna
because of
lie.
Pete Davidson?
Hey, yo, he did a good portrayal on him. Yo, I like him. At least he can talk.
I'm trying to think. Let me go ahead. Give me. I think we're gonna do a separate category for Decepticons.
Hey, ain't nobody better
So
than. You already know my answer, and I'm not gonna exclude him.
who? Megatron?
Megatron. Ain't nobody better than him, dog.
I'm excluding Megatron. I'm definitely excluding Megatron. Like
Really? I mean, he is. I mean, I can't size it too much, but I mean, at this point, I don't care. Megatron is the whole squad, dog. He's the whole squad. He gets shit done. I mean, come on, let's keep it real.
Ironhide. That's who I'm going with. Ironhide.
That's
That's
the
the
chick on
one
the
with the
squad.
no. That's the other thing I wanted to bring up too. But give me a minute.
All right.
Ironhide. He's the weapon specialist.
Oh yeah. Okay, now I remember. Yeah,
Yeah, he's the one. He's the one that
the weapon specialist.
Megatron, I think, killed in the first movie.
Yeah, he was.
So that was what I wanted to bring up. I never seen a female Autobot until this movie or Decepticon.
Uh, the Decepticon part. I think you might. I don't think I've ever seen a female one. The
So
Autobots
is
had
that
one.
like in the comic? Was there ever a female Autobot or Decepticon?
For the Autobots, yes, but a Decepticon, I can't remember the top of my head. I don't. I want to say no, but I might be wrong.
Hmm. I found that was an interesting dynamic that they added into this movie with the female Decepticon and the female Autobot because I and none of them. Maybe I need to rewatch the last night, which I'll probably watch it tonight because I vividly remember what happened in that movie. I just know that it was just too much going on there. Was Megatron even in that movie? They probably cut it off because Megatron wasn't in the movie. See that?
Hey yo, you stuck on Megatron though. As long as the movie's good, I don't care. But oh yeah,
He's my dog.
Can we talk about that robot in Peru? That Volkswagen.
The Spanish one, the one that spoke Spanish.
The dude that got a Spanish accent, and then my man Noah was talking to him in Spanish. And then he was like, yo, that's racist. And he assumed that I'm Spanish. He was like, but you have an accent. And he was like, just because I have an accent doesn't mean I'm Spanish. Yo, that Joe had me sights for a minute. I'm like, yo, oh, they got a Spanish Autobot? Fuck yeah. And then the little nigga came out talking about like, I ain't Spanish. Like, it's like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, my man was like, hey, papi, don't know it. He was like, let me say, yo, dude, where you from? He's like, I'm gonna go tell you, like, where you from, dude? I heard the accent. He's like, dude, what accent? Like, I'm like, oh, damn. For real? Had me size this shit too. A Latino Autobot. I was going like, oh, hell yeah, boy. Oh, well.
What you mean? What's a black Autobot look like?
I don't know. I just like how they had the accent, dog. I was like, oh, that's tight as shit.
That's why I was laughing. I was like, so if he has a Spanish accent, what's a black Autobot like?
All black. I mean, I'm assuming. I don't know. Or the only Autobot that's white. You know what I'm saying?
The only Autobot that's white.
Got a black accent. I don't know, dog. Hey yo.
Oh Jesus. Do we have anything else that we're missing from this movie? Oh, the G.I. Joe element.
I think that's the dumbest decision they ever made. Hey, no,
they really can't do anything else with the series.
Hasbro always wanted to merge this thing for like years now. I think since the third movie, they wanted to merge the Transformers with the G.I. Joe franchise, but the G.I. Joe franchise wasn't as popping as the Transformers franchise. Because like the last one they did, what was Snake Eyes, right? That John didn't receive well. They didn't even make as much as they presumed it was gonna make. So this is their chance to like reboot the franchise again. Well, yeah, reboot, not start over, but they can tweak things. They can do things with a timeline. So I'm assuming that they just probably gonna have the G.I. Joes, I don't know, work with the Autobots in the past. I don't think they're doing the future thing because they would have to reset a lot of stuff. I don't agree with the decision. I don't even think it was cool. To be honest with you, I ain't gonna lie. I thought the dude, like, go back to the last podcast when we did for the Fast 10. It was a long shot, but I was like, hey, let me guess. He's gonna talk to Mr. Nobody. And Mr. Nobody was gonna bring Dominic Toretto in there and be like, friend, it's merged. Yes. I would have accepted that. The G.I. Joe thing.
That's what you thought? Because it was like in the early 90s.
Like, that was the perfect opportunity to merge two franchises together. The G.I. Joe thing, I just don't see it. Like, I don't. How are you going to bring the G.I. Joes and the Transformers franchise together? I mean, but
wouldn't it just be like it would just replace it as Nest?
Yeah, so it would be what the Autobots working with the G.I. Joes, and Cobra works with
as Nest.
And Cobra works with what the Decepticons to conquer the world and shit.
Beats me.
I don't know. I just feel like that's just an end game type of scenario they did. To talk about that too, going back in this movie, I felt like this movie was an Infinity War type movie, like the MCU movie. You got Scourge, who worked for a villain. Well, the main villain, really didn't come out and like do anything. But Scourge was kind of like a Thanos character, came in there and just started wrecking. And there was some loss on the squad. Bumblebee, Loki. I see a lot of comparisons to that movie with Infinity War.
So who would Unicron be?
Be a mixture of Thanos, I guess. I mean, you don't see the similarities though.
But wouldn't Scourge beat Thanos?
Yes and no. He would be more like the children of Thanos.
They didn't dog nobody.
What are you talking about? Dog, we just had this conversation. They dogged the Autobots in the
The
beginning.
children of Thanos didn't dog
Oh,
anybody. Like I feel like
well,
they were
true, yeah.
underwhelming.
But the
They
concept is that
really
they went to Earth to collect a, not a device, but to collect something so they can give back to their master. Same
like
kind of concept.
they got like I felt like they were underwhelming in that movie.
I mean, they weren't even really memorable. They had
Dog.
talking lines, but they weren't even that great.
Like I felt like they could have did a little bit more.
Yeah, they should have empathized on. They should have had more of a connection with those characters. It was just about Scourge, though. He was like a one man army too.
I just hope Megatron's in the next one.
I hope so. I mean, you need to bring his ass back. I just don't. I just don't find it excusable why you didn't put him in the movie. But okay,
You said inexcusable?
yeah, it's not excusable. Like, I mean, why didn't you bring him in the movie? Like,
Okay,
I ain't gonna lie to you. During the end at the end when they were having the war with Scourge and his people, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was kind of rooting for Megatron to come in the background and help the Autobots and be like, "What's good?" You know what I'm saying? But
okay.
that's asking
So
for a lot.
before we even close this out, like what is the connection between Megatron and Unicron?
They have the same end goal. They want to conquer the world or the universe.
Oh, okay, interesting. Who's stronger, Unicron or Megatron?
Unicron, obviously, he's a god.
Oh, for real? Okay, well,
Yeah,
explain that because I don't understand it. I just feel like he's just like Galactus. Well, not. Oh no,
yeah,
yeah.
he's kind of like Galactus, and then he has a brother too that's also a god. What's his name? Oh my god, what's his name? Well, there's two of them. There's two gods, and basically their whole premise is a Galactus thing. One collects worlds, and the other one like inhabits the worlds. Basically, brings a population. You know what I'm saying? The good and bad
That's that's deep.
is deep. Yeah, and then uh, it's a lot of lore into this. I mean, we can go all day. It will take hours to explain this, but I mean, I see where they're going. They're trying to do like an Infinity War / Endgame type of thing going on in the series. It's just going to take a while for them to do it. I see what they're doing. They're going to have like these two gods pin the Autobots and Decepticons against each other, and maybe the Maximals. They need to do a movie with the Maximals though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I need more
This
Optimus
was
Primal.
this was a Maximals movie, and I didn't like it at all.
A Maximals movie? What? Dog, we barely got to see him. It was an Autobots movie.
Good, less screen time, the better.
Come on, man. I like
Less
the
screen
Maximals.
time, the better. No more prequels. Please, can we go back to the 2000s?